Welcome to the IMU Board of Trustees meeting, August 10th. Roll call?
Celebrate.
Yes.
Schroeder?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Voights? Craven?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. This time, public comment. Anyone wishing to speak should come to the lectern and state your name and address for the record. No one. Need a first and second motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Approval of claims. Approval of minutes of prior meetings. Payment application number 1 for the North 6th Street Place water main improvements. Authorization for Warren Water District to serve a customer within their territory located at 16295 Kennedy Street. All right, June financial report. Doug?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Trustees, the report for you is for the 12 months ended June 30th of 2026, and it is on a modified cash basis. So the thing will have to, the auditors will probably make some adjustments to the report to bring it in compliance with GAAP, which is generally accepted accounting principles, so that's to be done yet. And let's see, I think that yeah, like one of the adjustments, and you say it every month, but the revenues for water and electric are generally like 90 days behind, maybe not quite that far, maybe 45 days. I'm not sure how they make that adjustment, but I'm sure they make an adjustment for that. And then, as Michelle pointed out to me, and it's in the report, the fiber net position is in a positive position for the first time ever. And I don't recall, but I'm sure they're, what, 3 to 5 years ahead of schedule? I'm not sure that's accurate, but.
It's probably a little more than that. It wasn't supposed to be 0 until year 18, so what are we, year 10?
Yeah, good number. Yeah.
Almost 10,
So 8 years is.
8 or 9 years, yep.
Very impressive. And then, you know, there's all the percentages compared to the budget, and it looks like we've always had that water problem with irrigation and one large consumer that we lost, and so I'm looking forward to next year when we don't have to go up against the irrigation. I'm not sure about the irrigation, but the large vendor that we lost. Kind of impressive when you got 539 days of cash balance, and then in electric, pretty close to what the budget indicated, and 381 days cash on hand. And we already said a little something about fiber, and fiber, when you compare it to the budget numbers, are relatively close. Somebody does a great job of budgeting there, and I think that's really my report. I'm subject to any questions that Michelle can answer.
The only question I had is on, the fourth one, the,
Authorization for water district.
Fourth one, admin.
the
facility
admin
services.
one had a $120,000 capital item, and I was curious what that was, because it wasn't budgeted.
So it was storage area network that we purchased.
It was an IT thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's IT for all it's budgeted in the departments, but since it was
For all of
shared,
them.
yeah, for all of them.
And then we capitalized the purchase of the land just north of the customer service center that we purchased back in October.
Which was not budgeted. Yep.
So those are the two pieces that hit capital.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All right, we'll move to roll call.
Thanks, Doug.
Celebrate.
Yes.
Schroeder?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Voights?
Yes.
Craven?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. If it works for you, we're going to go ahead and jump ahead to other business. The mayor has some other pressing matters and we want to make sure to get them up here. So IMU Board of Trustee swearing in ceremony for Gwen Schroeder.
Yes. Get this done officially. All right, raise your right hand, please. I do, Gwen Schroeder,
I do, Gwen Schroeder,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my
to
ability,
the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
of an Indianola Municipal Utility Board Trustee
of an Indianola Municipal Utility Board of Trustees
of Indianola, Iowa,
Indianola, Iowa,
as now and hereafter required by law.
as now and hereafter required by law.
Congratulations. Apologies for being about 4 minutes late.
Oh, no, perfect, perfect.
So, thank you very much. Congratulations, good luck.
Thank you.
And thanks everybody for all your service.
All right.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thanks, Mayor.
You bet.
All right. You good to go? You need a water?
Yes, no, I'm good, thank
All
you.
right, great. All right, we'll move on to electric utility action items. Need a first and second motion to
That's approved. I was
Okay.
gonna get you a different word for approved, so it didn't redundant, but sorry.
to approve resolution approving purchase of electric meter testing equipment. Motions,
So moved.
Second.
discussion.
Yeah, this is the test equipment to be able to, when we do the AMI, to be able to pull it out and be able to test that equipment, or the meters ourselves internally, that'll pay for itself through the process, and we won't have to store all those meters. And then also, we've been using a demo. We've actually been using it ever since the day it hit our doorstep last week. We've used it every day for testing meters that come in or whatever to test.
So is this for the old ones coming out, or is this for the new ones that we're purchasing when we put them in?
The new ones coming in are tested from the factory.
Yeah.
They've already got a test report with them, and then the ones we come out, we'll be able to test them, and then we don't have to store them. We'll have a documentation what that meter registered when we took it out of
And then
service.
will we be able to sell those?
No, there won't be any resale value
Okay.
at these, unfortunately. It allows us to get rid of them.
We just won't have to store.
We won't have to store them.
Typically, you keep them for
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years, in case somebody questions the accuracy of their meter that came out.
got it.
We have to
Okay.
keep them and then say, here it is, we can test it at that point. We're gonna have 6,000 meters, and we don't have enough warehouse space to store it, so we're gonna test them, certify it, and send them on their way.
Got it.
What's been interesting as we pull the ones out, the factory report test result mirrors the ones coming out. So they're not changing. What they go in at is what they come out at.
How big is the testing equipment?
Oh, I can fit everything about here. It's not very big, it's all electronic.
So are those recyclable when you pull them out, when we do it?
Not much recyclable to it. I mean, you can, we've looked into that before, but the cost, they usually want to charge you to recycle them, because there's a
What do we
lot
do
of
with them?
labor intensive to take them
Like in
apart.
the dump yard?
Yeah.
Is that a very good answer?
I don't know, sorry.
Roll call?
Celebrate.
Yes.
Schroeder.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Craven.
Yes.
Thank you.
Electric utility informational items.
Yeah, we did the Turbine 7.8 annual capacity test here a couple weeks ago, and everything went well on that. We'll get the final results here. I don't know what that typically takes, Chris. It takes about a month or a couple months. We'll get the final results back from them. We'll set our capacity at. East Iowa substation project, it's still kind of in that holding pattern. We're waiting for the temperatures to come down to be able to switch the loading. We're still kind of waiting that. Tentatively, I think September 9th, we're scheduled to hopefully get them back on site, and we'll be able to get things moved around during that time. Talked a little bit about the AMI project already with the test equipment, but we do have some material starting to show up. Working with Kurt and his group as far as doing some testing to make sure everything works, and before we do start deploying it out into the field. First Street project, we were able to get some crews back up there working on that here in the last couple of weeks, making some really good progress up there. And then the last thing I've got on here, we don't manage them, but if you remember the EV chargers that we were part of that partnership as far as getting it going, they are both the south and the west parking lot are up and operational now.
South and west parking lot
Of the square, I'm sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Other than,
we have an outage over the weekend. I just saw a comment.
yeah, we had over on the south side of town yesterday, we had a lightning strike that took out a couple of fuses. The guys went out and refused it.
Mother Nature has not been kind.
Jeez, not very nice.
So I was out of town and I just saw a couple messages that people weren't completely out, but they were lower voltage. Is
So
that-
it's three-phase, being a three-phase, and when you have one cut out open, you got a lower voltage that
Okay.
goes to it coming back on a back feed. Yep, pretty standard on a three-phase when you lose one.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And were we generating electricity for a while for the hotter days?
We generated one day, 10 days ago,
Yeah.
something like that. We generated, yep. We've been on standby a couple other days with the heat, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it had to do, the day we had, I don't know if you remember back, it's when it was really hot and we had zero wind. So a lot of the wind generation wasn't going.
Okay. We'll move on to water utility action items. Need a first and second motion to approve resolution approving purchase of a mini excavator for the water department. Motions?
So
Second. All right,
you just write Lori
discussion.
down for something. Your turn.
Yeah, so this is all part of the CIP. We're looking at going with the mini excavator. And with that being said, with everything going underground now, things are so tight. Right now we do have a backhoe that's our sole excavator. This mini excavator allows us to get into tighter spots. It does come with two different size buckets, as well as we're able to do a 360 turn of it. We're now with the backhoe, it's about a 200-degree radius is all we get. With the mini excavator as well, it's about half the footprint, so it's a lot easier to move around once we do get into those tight spaces. It also will allow us, so right now if we have any concrete removals or anything, we have to take two backhoes up there plus a dump truck. With the mini excavator, it'll be on the trailer with the breaker and everything, so we'll be able to take one truck trailer and the mini and then a dump truck, and it'll still free up another guy for any other equipment or so. It'll also help with part of the purchase there is we're getting a plate compactor. So when we do concrete pour backs, now we let the rock settle naturally for 45 days. That's per CDOS, or that's what the city likes. With having that compactor on there, we'll be able to get those streets poured back or driveways poured back sooner. Not saying it's always going to be that way, just timing and stuff, but should be able to get back to those sooner on that. So.
Do you already have the trailer?
Yes. Yep.
All right, roll call.
Selgrave,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Voigt,
Yes.
Craven.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any water?
Sorry to interrupt, but having that compactor I think will be really good, because I hear a lot of complaints about in the community, just how long it takes to, they don't understand that you're letting it sit on purpose to get the compaction, so.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not perfect scenario. We'll get right back to it, but there's times that we're not. But yeah, it'll help us at least get it sooner than that 45 days.
Yep, I think that's good. That's a customer service thing that I think the community will notice.
It creates more flexibility.
Yep.
Water utility informational items.
North 6th Street project is still going as planned. They did their pressure testing last week. That all passed. Tomorrow we'll do our bacteria sampling on it. Hopefully that goes good. Have our results back Wednesday. And then the following week they'll start transferring services. Meanwhile, that testing's going on. They were over on that North H Street project right now. They did start boring today. Hopefully everything goes well there. They'll start pulling pipe in tomorrow, and then we'll get that tied in. once that gets tied in, that'll kind of just sit stagnant for a while, because then they're going to focus back on the North 6th Street project and get that buttoned up, since there's about 30 services over there. So it'll take them probably a month to transfer all those services up. So both main projects are going as planned. The generator, the concrete contractor was on site today. They are starting to pour the footings, and then the weather permitting, they'll get those done, plus the walls for that. And then on the rest of this is just concrete pourbacks, continuing with meter swaps. We do have some valves and a hydrant that are on the radar to get replaced. So that's about it for us.
All right, we'll move on to communications utility action items. Need a first and second motion to approve resolution authorizing the purchase and sale of the fleet vehicles for the communications department. Motions?
So moved.
Second.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is just we're replacing the 2012 Ford Escape that has transmission issues, so it's either has to go into you fixed or we gotta get something new. And we thought we've had enough years on that. This is a budgeted expense for this year, and yeah, expecting to keep this vehicle probably 10 to 12 years. So just be a little SUV for the engineering side, and then for techs if we have a truck out or something like that. So we did a little matrix thing for something new, dumped it into ChatGPT and asked it some questions, and it came back and recommended the Ford Bronco, which is kind of what we were looking at as well. It's not the lowest priced one on the list, but for a truck or a vehicle we're gonna keep 10, 12 years, it seems, the cost difference seems to be worth it, so. But.
Any questions?
I liked how you did the little matrix.
Thank you.
Did you give it the qualities that you wanted to
We
do?
did, yeah. We actually put it in and said, hey, we know we wouldn't use this for a fiber vehicle. It said, hey, what are you gonna put in the back of it? We talked about that and what we're gonna use it for and how many years, how many miles and stuff like that. And so now in 10, 12 years, we'll see if it actually comes true and it works out.
It's just interesting to see how what it
Yeah.
would.
Well, and it was interesting because the Jeep Compass has a much smaller back-end cargo space area, so that was one of the things I was concerned about, and it immediately picked it up on this. And then we also looked at that resale value, in 10 years, granted, we're gonna run it pretty hard and keep it for as long as we can, but at the end of the day, what's gonna be worth, so.
And then how will you go about selling the whole Escape?
Yeah, we normally just take them out to Putney, and we actually normally get fairly decent dollars out there, so, but yeah, so. Yeah. Put it up for auction, so. And then I'll throw one more curve into this if everybody's happy with the Ford Bronco. The 28,157 price is from Stivers, that's the state bid. DeArmond locally also quoted me one out at 29,475. Obviously that's another $1,300, but it does keep the dollars local, so, and
You couldn't give them your price and have them match it?
they can't match it. The state bids are just, they get those on volume, so, and they said right up front they couldn't, but I said I would take that number to you if you all decided that the Bronco was the way to go, so.
I would go with the state bid.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect, and I'm fine with that, so.
And then this is really trivial, but the file name has CRV in it. Does CRV stand for something, or is that left?
No, it was just a Honda CRV. We added the Honda CRV when I was doing my thing with the ChatGPT, and that's just what I was saying.
And then hence the reason that got stuck in.
Exactly, yeah, so.
Well, not that it matters, but I like to keep things local, but I understand why you're saying, so, don't need to
It takes
discuss it.
$1,500 out of our budget.
I
though.
know, I know.
Yep.
Especially for someone that just went green.
Right.
All right. Roll call.
Celebrate.
Yes.
Schroeder.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Voights.
Yes.
Craven.
Yes.
Thank you.
Communications utility informational items.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of stuff. One exciting thing, Dylan up in our office and his wife Jamie welcomed a new baby boy on July 22nd. So about 2-3 weeks in on that now. He was his day first back, Dylan's first day back was today. So, but he was doing good, baby's doing good, mom's doing good. So we're all excited about that. So. And then other than that, we have just been doing TV stuff. So we've been working hard on conversions. About 237 customers over on the new system now, so we're about 30% in. We'll continue to ramp that up through August, so, but right now we're on schedule and everything's looking good, so. It's been fairly smooth. We start to get into the wireless boxes this week, so it's gonna get a little more complicated, but up till now, everything's been going pretty good with it, so. And then other than that, we've just been trying to keep up. That's taken most of our mornings on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so just trying to keep up with everything else in through the rest of the week, so.
All right, we'll make sure you give Dylan our congratulations.
Will do.
All right. From there, we'll move to combined electric, water, and communications informational items.
All right, I've got a couple of things, just kind of again remind everyone, thank you for showing up to our strategic planning session. We had that July 22nd, and I think things went well. I've worked a little bit on the updating some of those strategic plan items, but I probably won't hit anything in earnest till later this week, hopefully. We have been busy with items like the Tantalus project, with equipment showing up. The insurance claim, we had an engineer trying to determine the probable cause of their breaker busing building failure from May 15th. ICAP hasn't shown up with an engineer. I don't know if they'll end up working with Cincinnati, but or having to do that on their own. But we're at least making some progress forward with that.
Did they say that if anything was detectable?
I think they've got some speculation, but I'll kind of wait and.
But no evidence.
Nothing. There's no smoking guns. Pun intended there, but there. It really is because it's probably not this, and this. We're gonna lean that it might go this way, but we really need to. That was just his, words out of him. We'll wait and see what the report actually says as he's researched anything, but it's just, we've got a couple of hypotheses at this point, and that's about it. Our audit is next week, so auditors show up. Michelle's been working gangbusters on all of that stuff. I do have a meeting next week as well. Heading out to Kearney to review first quarter's operations.
What meeting?
Municipal Energy Agency in Nebraska, their board of directors meeting. So we'll talk a lot of rousing electric fun and see where everything's at with that. And that is about all I have.
Any questions? All right. We've already sworn in Gwen, Danny and Grant. This time we'll go ahead and move to a closed session. Enter into closed session in accordance with Iowa Code Section 388.91 to discuss marketing and pricing strategies and proprietary information of the telecommunications division whose competitive position will be harmed by public disclosure that is not required of potential or actual competitors and no public purposes served by such disclosure. Roll call.
Motions.
Motion, sorry.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Yes.
A roll call.
Oh.
Now we go.
Okay. Roll call.
Celery.
Yes.
Schroeder.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Voight.
Yes.
Craven.
Yes.
You are in closed session.